Coming up, a big change at the helm of the men's basketball team.
And a big change to some of your class start times in the fall. We'll have details.
And could there be benefits to learning without a teacher in the classroom? We'll hear from students who listen to their instructors on a TV screen. I'm Chris Ackman.
And I'm Jeorgie Smith. These stories, plus keeping fit on campus in more ways than one. This is news from Kirkwood Student Productions.
From the campus of Kirkwood Community College, this is news from Kirkwood Student Productions.
In a surprise move, Kirkwood men's head basketball coach Doug Wegemester announced plans to step away from coaching, at least for now.
But the longtime coach will still be a part of Eagle Athletics. KSP's Marcus Schupp talked with him about the change. Marcus?
Thanks, guys. Coach Wegemester just completed his 15th season as head basketball coach for the Eagles. At the same time, he has been serving as athletic director for the college, and he wants to focus on that job.
Basketball was the obvious that I would have to sacrifice if I were to make a move, and so we decided to do that on a one-year basis, and it's a bittersweet thing. It's a love of my life, something I've been involved with all my life. But I'm also on the other side excited about experiencing a little bit of life without it and getting a different perspective. As a result of that, I'll have more time, I hope, to focus on my athletic director responsibilities and finding ways to make this department stronger and helping the coaches in their roles with their respective teams. So,
Wegemester says he plans to revisit the decision in a year. In the meantime, former Eagle standout and current assistant coach Brian Peterson will take over as interim head coach. Back to you.
Thanks, Marcus. The change in coaching ranks isn't the only change at Kirkwood. This fall, the college will increase class time to 55 minutes to give students more time in the classroom. KSP's Danny Coover reports.
With each new school year brings new changes. This fall, Kirkwood Community College will be changing its class schedule. The normal class length is 50 minutes, but next fall will start a new change with a 55-minute class length. The Iowa law requires at least 800 minutes of scheduled work for a classroom course per credit hour for transferable classes. John Hoenick, the Vice President of Academic Affairs, said, "We had two choices, either add more days in the semester or increase the time of class periods by 5 minutes." Many students are feeling neutral on the new change to the schedules.
And for some, it'll help with the extra 5. I don't see why not.
I honestly don't think it will change anything because sometimes the classes go 55 minutes anyway. So it'll just be sort of conforming the rules to reality.
Students admitted that sometimes their teachers go over the now scheduled 50-minute class period trying to fit in last-minute information. Now, with the extra time, teachers might not be so rushed.
Well, teachers, are going to have an extra 5 minutes, so if there's like a group work or something, it'll last a little longer. They'll have the extra 5 minutes to explain a little bit more than what they usually do instead of cutting it off so quickly.
This fall is when the new schedule change will begin. This should not affect incoming freshmen, but returning students have some adapting to do.
This is not the first time Kirkwood has used a staggered time schedule. It was discontinued several years ago.
Renovation of Lynn Hall got a big boost over spring break. Construction crews successfully removed part of the lobby roof to make way for a skylight. Beginning Monday, March 25th, access was partially restored to the second floor of Lynn Hall. A protected tunnel is being used on the second floor, and this allows for students and staff to pass through while the skylight structure is being assembled.
A new job is always a challenge. It's even more so when you're running a college department. KSP's Alicia Wright caught up with the new Dean of Nursing, Social Sciences, and Career Options, and Math and Science to find out how this semester compares to their first semester here, as well as their plans for the departments in the future.
Last semester, Kirkwood Community College hired 3 new deans who are getting ready for some changes to their departments.
We'll be losing the designation of Career Options. The Career Options programs are now going to be AA programs. So we'll probably be starting next fall, the Department of Social Science. All the Career Options programs are now going to be part of Social Sciences, so there'll be no distinction between the two. So that is a big change, and that's going to cross all the colleges.
When we get that first phase of what we're moving into in the fall, where we have the Math Emporium and just that neat academic learning center. But I just keep, and that's why I keep the drawings on the back of my, office wall there, is I know what's coming, and the renovation, you can walk through it on your way to other buildings, and there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
We're going to be improving the courses, the outcomes, and also to help students be more successful. I'm also partnering with the Spanish department to develop a Spanish/nursing course so students can then learn some Spanish, medical Spanish, and then they can talk to patients or try to communicate with them.
Reflecting on their first semester at Kirkwood, each dean acknowledged challenges they had to face. And looking to the future, they are ready to overcome the obstacles that lie ahead.
It was very busy, kept me on my toes, and I actually enjoyed it. I learned a lot too.
It was fast, as academic semesters usually go when you get to the end of them, but it was very energizing.
So I'm looking forward to finishing what we started.
Alicia Wright, KSP News.
Kirkwood students burn a lot of gas going from school to work, and with rising gas prices, students might want to consider other options. KSP's Drake Clemmy has our report.
With the recent rise in gas prices, students who have to commute to Kirkwood are feeling the negative effects.
Since I have to pay for my own gas, it comes out of my pocket and it's just very expensive.
According to AAA.com, the current average gas price in Iowa is $3.62 for mid-grade fuel. In order to save money on gas expenses, a viable option is to carpool.
I would carpool if I had someone that lived around me.
Some students who live off campus miss the old gas prices.
They've been fluctuating a lot, but it was really nice when it was like around $2.50, but it's just increasing now. And it's affecting a lot of us, I think, and it's hard to make sure you have like the gas to get here, and it'd just be a lot easier if you had someone to ride with you for like a little input on gas money.
For students who live on campus, walking might be a good way to save money. But for those less fortunate who live off campus, instead of driving to Kirkwood every day, could online classes prove to be more beneficial?
Yes and no. It's not beneficial because I don't think you get the experience of actually being in college. But if gas gets too expensive and you can't pay for it, it's probably the best thing you can do.
Either way, Kirkwood does offer a carpooling program called Rideshare. For more information, go to kirkwood.edu/rideshare. Drake Clemmy, KSP News.
And coming up on KSP News, teaching in one place with students somewhere else. We'll take a look at a growing trend of learning here at Kirkwood.
And later, a new intramural sport that splatters the competition. You're watching news from Kirkwood Student Productions.
Inside of many, there is a need to help and heal. At Kirkwood Community College, it only takes 2 years to earn one of the many degrees offered for veterinary technicians. With the hands-on experience that Kirkwood vet techs receive, they learn how to help put a smile on a proud owner's face. And maybe even your dog as well. Don't believe me? Well, I think you just saw your answer.
Student Life is in charge of 80 clubs and organizations and is also in charge of the activities that go on around campus. Student Life is half activity-based and half club-based. Student Life is the event planner and the banker for all the clubs that they work with. So anything the clubs want to do, Student Life will aid them in getting it organized. For more information, stop in at 230 Iowa Hall or online at www.kirkwood.edu/clubs.
Wonderful pastime.
Not regular TV. It's
Animation.
Anime is the gathering of people to watch cartoons. If you love a community that won't judge you,
Just come on down and walk right in.
And make them an offer they can't refuse.
Welcome back. At first, it may sound like a confusing puzzle. 3 different classrooms, 3 different locations, but 1 teacher. And for many students on campus, it's a reality, and one they quite enjoy.
KSP's Drake Clemme shows us how these students are taking learning to new heights.
For students living off campus, traveling to and from school might not be as easy as some students hope. But with the help from Kirkwood's KTS system, it's possible to complete many degree requirements without setting foot on campus.
KTS is an interactive distance learning, it's an interactive television system where I'm at one site, I have students in front of me, but I also have about 9 other sites out there. And there are students watching me, I watch them, we communicate through the microphones and the cameras.
Students enrolled in KTS classes can travel to one of the closer Kirkwood locations rather than driving to the main campus.
There's lots of benefits. I think the diversity of the students is the biggest thing for me, being able to reach students who may not be able to come to campus for whatever reason.
Jessica Hine is a student of Brenham's, but has never even met her. Jessica travels only a few miles to the Kirkwood Center located in Tipton, rather than traveling all the way to the main campus.
I like that it's closer than Cedar Rapids, closer to my house, and I like it's a lot smaller than actual Kirkwood classes. It's the same as in a classroom, you just have to talk through a mic and your teacher's through a screen.
Although teachers are not in the same room as the students, KTS classes act almost exactly like regular classes. Some students may be worried about their grades suffering due to not having a teacher in the room with them, but Brenham thinks otherwise.
From what I've seen for test scores and for interaction, as long as the students are as engaged, then I don't see any difference.
Drake Clemme, KSP News.
Without students feeling their best, it can be hard to perform at their best. But there is one place on campus where students can go to eliminate the stress of studies and come out feeling like a brand new, healthier student.
It's early afternoon on campus, and as classes let out, students begin to file in to the rec center. They know that when coming here, they have an endless array of possibilities that can help keep them motivated.
At the rec center, you can do multiple things, table tennis, ping pong, billiards, basketball, run around the track, free weights, circuit machines. We also have Insanity DVDs, P90X that they can check out and do in our fitness room here at the rec center.
If balancing your time between studying and working out is an issue, that could change. The rec center plans on bringing in more high-tech treadmills that can allow students to connect with both audio and digital versions of their textbooks through a computer screen. With a diverse array of programs and activities offered, it's hard for students to not have a favorite.
Favorite thing is probably just getting in a pickup game. I mean, back in high school, we used to play for actual competition and kind of miss that. That's what you get when you come here.
So whether you're looking to build muscle, have fun, or just take a light jog around the track, chances are the rec center will have something that's right up your lane. Chris Ackman, KSP.
Time to pull out those brackets everyone does this time of year. It's March Madness. KSP's Ted Schiefen fills us in on all the excitement and results of March Madness.
April showers bring May flowers, but March brings madness. During this time every year, 68 NCAA teams compete in one of the biggest basketball tournaments in the world. But the competition doesn't just stop with these teams. Around 40 million fans will also be competing against each other with the hopes of predicting the Final Four and the eventual national champion of college basketball.
I usually try to watch the teams at least near the end of the season for most of them. If I haven't really seen them, then I kind of guess on the record. But I try to see what they've done because the beginning of the season really doesn't say much towards the end.
According to TotalSports.com, things to keep in mind when filling out your bracket include picking a number 12 seed. They almost always tend to make it through the first round. Also, there is often 10-point underdogs that survive the first round. But when picking your Final Four teams, typically no more than 2 number 1 seeds advance to the Final Four. The Final Four starts April 6th, with the championship game being held on April 8th in Atlanta, Georgia. On average, this year Americans will spend 8.4 million hours watching March Madness. The tournament has been around since 1939, and March 17th, Selection Sunday, 68 teams for this year's tournament will be selected, which begins March 19th. Ted Schiefen, KSP.
Our media partner, the Communique, is working on their new issue.
Editor-in-Chief Dexter White joins us with more.
Thanks. In our next issue, students will talk about the best study spots on campus. We'll also preview the theater department's upcoming play, Eurydice. And if you're looking for work, Career Services has 2 events you'll want to check out, including expert advice on the hiring process and a career fair. That's all coming up in our next edition, which hits newsstands on April 11th. Back to you.
Up next in sports, a milestone for one coach and a change of duties for another.
That's coming up after the break.
Is that thing getting closer? Look how high that thing's going. Look out there, look at the debris.
Give me the camera.
No, just drive, I've got it.
Zoom in, zoom in.
I can't believe this is happening.
Oh, the size of that thing.
It's everywhere.
Are you getting this?
Yeah, I've got it. What was that?
It's the National Guard.
How'd they get here so fast?
I don't know.
Pull over, pull over.
Do you have what it takes to head into the heart of the storm? Check out nationalguard.com.
Student Life is in charge of 80 clubs and organizations and is also in charge of the activities that go on around campus. Student Life is half activity-based and half club-based. Student Life is the event planner and the banker for all the clubs that they work with. So anything the clubs want to do, Student Life will aid them in getting it organized. For more information, stop in at 230 Iowa Hall or online at www.kirkwood.edu/clubs.
A big milestone for Kirkwood's softball coach.
And as the men's basketball season comes to an end, the athletic department starts to see some new changes. With more on that, we turn to Marcus Schupp, who has the latest on sports. Marcus?
As we mentioned at the top of our newscast, Doug Wegemester is stepping down as head coach for the men's basketball team. He will focus on his position as the athletic director for the college. Assistant coach Brian Peterson will take over as the interim head coach. Wegemester is expected to review the restructuring decision after a year to make sure it's resulted in a stronger athletic program. Both the men's and women's basketball teams had strong regular seasons, but neither team made it to the national tournament for the first time in a number of years. KSP's Austin Bramley has our wrap-up.
Even though the Kirkwood Eagles women's basketball team went 28-5, they still unfortunately missed the national tournament. Head coach Kim Mule said there were things his team still could have done better.
Not playing as a team. I think we were a little bit selfish when it counted, and I think that was the 2 biggest things, not playing a team. The chemistry wasn't as good as it needed to be, and when it came down to a big game, you know, things did not click, and the cohesion wasn't good enough to win it.
The sophomores on the women's basketball team didn't go out like they wanted, but they still have a lot to be proud of.
They obviously have a lot to be proud of. I think we won 60 games in 2 years. Most of them were here, and it was overall it was good because they went to a national tournament last year.
With high hopes coming into this season, the men's team also fell short of the national tournament.
Unfortunately, there was a few bumps in the road, a dismissal here or there, and you know, key injuries, or I should say, serious enough injuries to key guys, specifically Casey Semler. And
Casey Semler, along with the rest of the sophomores, have nothing to hang their heads about.
Won 27, 19, 46 games in their 2 years here. I think they upheld the standard that's here in terms of how we approach not only the basketball, but the academic side of things and how we handle ourselves socially and in the community. We're excited about that group. For the most part, those guys are on track to graduate and move on to four-year colleges. But unfortunately, they didn't reap the reward of a regional championship and a national tournament experience that they probably deserved.
Austin Bramley, KSP Sports.
As winter gives way to spring, the Kirkwood softball season is in full bloom. We sat down with Coach Jeorgie to talk about win number 300 and how his team is looking so far this season. 300 wins may seem like a lot to some of us, but after picking up number 300 on March 8th, Coach Jeorgie was pretty modest about it.
I don't know, it's just another win. It's just I've had good players. I've been fortunate to get good players here. I've had great assistants. They work hard. Really, it's not just about me getting 300. It's about the program, and, the players I've had, and the assistant coaches I've had. Just, Kirkwood, the administration's been great. They've, the 5 years I've been here, they've kind of given me everything I needed to do to be successful. The support from all the coaches and the other sports, the school, it's an easy place to win. And again, I've been able to get great players and had good coaches.
Talking about his team, he felt the sky was the limit for this group.
This group has been great. It's probably the best group I've had for team chemistry in the 6 years I've been here. I don't know what to put the finger on. I don't know why. I think it's just a good group of girls, a mixture. I think they're all just, they all have the same goal, and they want to be winners. We've set our goals high for this year, and I don't think, if everything goes right, this team can do some nice things.
It's been a busy month. That's a look at sports. Back to you.
Before we close, we take a look inside one of Kirkwood's most unique intramurals.
You're watching news from the Kirkwood Student Productions.
Anime is a wonderful pastime.
Not regular TV, it's animation.
Anime is the gathering of people to watch cartoons. If you love a community that won't judge you,
Just come on down and walk right in.
And make them an offer they can't refuse.
Is that thing getting closer? Look how high that thing's going. Look out there, look at the debris.
Give me the camera.
No, just drive, I've got it.
Zoom in, zoom in.
I can't believe this is happening.
Oh, the size of that thing.
It's everywhere.
Are you getting this?
Yeah, I've got it. What was that?
It's the National Guard.
How'd they get here so fast?
I don't know.
Pull over, pull over.
Do you have what it takes to head into the heart of the storm? Check out NationalGuard.com.
Inside of many, there is a need to help and heal. At Kirkwood Community College, it only takes 2 years to earn one of the many degrees offered for veterinary technicians. With the hands-on experience that Kirkwood vet techs receive, they learn how to help put a smile on a proud owner's face. And maybe even your dog as well. Don't believe me? Well, I think you just saw your answer.
Kirkwood's intramurals are always a fun way to get involved.
But this year they've added a new sport that splatters the competition. KSP's John Cardos reports.
For Kirkwood students and faculty looking to have some fun with friends and get a little exercise, intramurals are an option. Intramural coordinator Brett Bumgard explains what an intramural is.
Intramural is it's pretty much a sport / activity that people can participate in and win a championship t-shirt. It's what we do and all other schools do. But
one of the intramurals Kirkwood now offers is paintball.
Yeah, paintball, this was our second year we've used it and had it on our schedule there. Last year's first year, and it had a lot of success, so we kept it on there.
Adventure Park Paintball, located on the southwest side of Cedar Rapids, was the venue this year for the event. Mitchell Jacoby, a paintball participant both years, commented on last year's outcome.
We did it last year and we won it last year.
Paintball is just one of the intramural activities offered at Kirkwood for students, faculty, and staff.
We've got a wide range. We got the paintball, laser tag in the fall, bowling, table tennis, singles and doubles, tennis singles and doubles, Texas Hold'em.
Students, faculty, and staff might consider reasons for signing up for intramurals.
A way to have fun, meet friends, and kind of get into a competition or have that chance to win that championship.
A lot of my buddies are doing it. We're all on the golf team here, and we just decided to do it.
And it's a nice way to get a little exercise in as well and enjoy it actually, instead of just hopping on a tread or sitting straight on the weights and beating yourself up for an hour there.
For more information, visit www.kirkwood.edu/intramurals. John Cardos, KSP News.
That's all for this edition of KSP News.
For all of us from Kirkwood Student Production, thanks for watching. Hello, my name is Jeorgie Smith, a first-year student at Kirkwood from Marion, Iowa. I'm going to give you a quick update on what's going on at Kirkwood the next few weeks of April 2013. Battling first in the calendar events is the Kirkwood baseball team on Tuesday, April 2nd as they battle Marshalltown in a doubleheader starting at 2 p.m. on Kirkwood Baseball Diamond. The baseball team continues home games on Tuesday, April 9th in a doubleheader against Dakota County Technical College starting at 2 p.m. and again on Saturday, April 13th and 14th as they battle conference rival Des Moines Area Community College with a first pitch at 1 p.m. both days. The softball team also steps up to the plate with home games on Wednesday, April 3rd against Marshalltown, Friday, April 5th against Nyack, Sunday, April 7th against Iowa Lakes, and Wednesday, April 19th against DMAC. The softball team continues with the Kirkwood tournament on April 13th and 14th. If you think you've got talent, the Kirkwood Talent Show is your chance to show it off. The annual talent show will take place on Wednesday, April 3rd at 7 p.m. in room 234 Cedar Hall. Each act has a 6-minute time limit and needs to be appropriate for all ages. You can sign up in advance by contacting Student Life, or you can sign up the night of the show if there are still openings. If you don't have a talent, that's fine. Just come watch everyone else show off their talents. On Thursday, April 4th, Student Life has some live music going on in the cafe in Iowa Hall. Musician Shannon Curtis, a traveling musician from California, will be on campus at 11 a.m. This is a great opportunity to grab some lunch and enjoy some live music. Saturday, April 6th is the big event. It's Cedar Rapids Dance Marathon's annual celebration, which marks the end of a year-long fundraising effort. Dance Marathon benefits children in our community and patients at the University of Iowa's Children's Hospital. For more information, visit kirkwood.edu/dance marathon. Thursday, April 11th is the date for more live music. Musicians Alpha's show back in early March was postponed due to weather. Now she's back with a lunchtime show at 11 a.m. in the cafe. Come see the many musical talents she offers. Friday, April 12th is the date for Kirkwood's second annual Roommate Matching Day. This is a great opportunity to meet new people and potential roommates for the future. For more information and to RSVP, visit kirkwood.edu/find-a-roommate. The Kirkwood Spring Play You're to See takes place Thursday through Sunday, April 11th through 14th. The Spring Play is a fresh look at a timeless love story and includes contemporary characters, ingenious plot twists, and breathtaking visual effects. Evening performances are offered Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, with showtimes at 7:30 p.m. A Sunday matinee starts at 2 p.m. Tickets are free with your Eagle card. And last but certainly not least is information on Kirkwood's 16th Annual Awards Banquet, a black and white affair taking place on Friday, April 19th. This is an evening to recognize and reward Kirkwood's top student leaders, athletes, musicians, artists, clubs, organizations, advisors, and more. Tickets for the banquet need to be picked up or reserved by Friday, April 12th, and can be done by contacting Student Life on 2nd floor of Iowa Hall. With such a wide variety of events and activities available for free on campus, we hope to see you at an event on campus in the near future. Thanks for watching.
From the studios of Kirkwood Community College, from the campus of Kirkwood Community College,
from the campus of Kirkwood Community College,
this is KSP. This is KSP.
This is KSP.
This is Kirkwood Student Productions.